It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Washington Wizards here at Capital One Center. Looking at the Wizards, this is their first time playing this squad so far this season. Last year, they had a winning record against them, going 2-1. Some teams fast out of the gate, others not so lucky. Kenny, for the teams that have started slowly, how do they turn the tide?
You know what? About a week ago, I was talking to a friend of mine about this, and I was like, when that happens, you can't panic. The season's just begun. Identify the real problems before you start tinkering on things.
Sometimes a lineup change can help. Things may just have to work themselves out, though.
Time now for tip-off. We get it to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
That's the United States Supreme Court building here in our nation's capital. We're coming to you today from Washington, D.C. Greetings, everyone. The Wizards playing host to an Eastern Conference game here in Washington. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. The Knicks will end their road trip here before heading back to New York. Well, it's been an improvement this year over last season. They made a lot of adjustments, and happy to see that they translate into some tangible results.
Well, I think for New York, they've played some good basketball this year. They have to consider this season to be a success in terms of where they are at this point.
Yeah, they're certainly in better shape than I thought they'd be at this stage of the season. And by now we know when they're at their best, they can compete with any team in the league.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, Kristaps Porzingis has drawn comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, and it sounds like Dirk is a fan. He says of Porzingis, he's long, athletic, tough. He has touch. He can put it on the floor. He is for real. Kevin?
And Porzingis, D.A., a good 3 inches taller than Dirk. He's a very unique talent for sure. Maybe it's no longer a surprise. A couple rookies, Doris, who we thought would take some time to develop, are already contributing.
It's no question about it, and more rookies are being asked to play a larger role in their particular teams. And I think what you have to be struck by is the fact that we're not talking about 21 and 22-year-old rookies anymore, Kevin. We're talking about guys that have very limited collegiate experience, and yet everyone wants an immediate return. And I think it's nothing more than a sign of the times. Guys are dreaming about the NBA from the time they first pick up a ball, and what we get is the result of that.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Hardaway and Porzingis, your small and power forwards. Burke is out there with Ntilikina, and it's Cantor in at the 5 down low. Now here's Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. Uncovered. And that one hits back iron. Beal drives in, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Bradley Beal's evolution from prospect to all-star. He's a better scorer now, Doris, but also a better playmaker.
He is, Kevin, and Bradley Beal has been willing to take on more of the load on the offensive end. So not just wondering, okay, how do I get my shots, but how to involve his teammates. And his ability to improve that handle, the ability to put the ball on the deck and balance that perimeter shooting with a dribble drive makes him lethal.
2 shots. Roof shots.
First free throw is good.
I really believe this is one of the top up-and-coming 2 guards in the NBA, Bradley Beal.
Second free throw, no good.
Well, you think about the New York Knicks last season and any number of challenges they faced. Jarrett Jack was probably the closest thing they had to a legit playmaker in the NBA. Here's a guy who led his team with 5.5 assists per game.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Washington called for the foul.
Well, this is a quick and decisive offensive player who's not afraid of contact. Love Tim Hardaway Jr. accepting the contact.
First one falls for him. And Dora's talking about the Knicks. Even without a dedicated playmaker, they were still above league average in the assist category.
Well, they show you that you can conquer that metric with shared responsibility. And that certainly works if you're moving the basketball well. But you also, I think, need that one guy who, when everything else breaks down, can make a play for himself or for a teammate. And guys, it's been a little bit of an interesting journey for Tim Hardaway Jr., right? He gets drafted by the Knicks, traded after 2 seasons, then goes back to New York on a monster free agent deal.
Beal can't get it to go. And here are the Knicks. The 10-footer. Here's Porzingis. He gets that one.
Well, there's reach, there's size, there's wingspan, and there's a knack for understanding where it's coming off. This is a very difficult thing to keep Porzingis off the window.
Washington with a fresh shot clock. The Wizards working the ball around now. Here's Howard. It's deflected. Here's Ntilikina, covered by Wall. Morris with the rebound. Well, Doris, when you think about Hardaway's future, sky's the limit if he can stay healthy.
Right, a high-energy guy, gets after it every possession, willing to sacrifice his body, very much the way his dad played. That's the only way he knows how to play.
Now, here's Burke, covered by Wall. Burke finds Porzingis. The shot, no good. Now Washington takes it the other way. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And really, I just felt like they didn't compete, particularly on the backboard. Probably their weakest area in that game.
Got absolutely trounced on the glass. A lack of passion for an important aspect of the game.
And stolen by Howard. Porter passes to Beal. With the second effort, the layup good by Porter. Porter's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Otto Porter has got great length, and when he puts it to advantage, he can be effective on the glass.
Ntilikina kicks to Porzingis. Nailed from three-point land.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Back to Wall, takes a 3, and that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Wall's got his first 3 points of the game.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
Well, both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
Now here's Hardaway. And in the game with Dallas, he did not play well. Cantor's shot is off.
Cannot believe he missed that. I'm sure he can't either.
I agree. Oh, Beal in position. And here we go. Fast break. Burke's got it. The pass to Porzingis. He kicks to Cantor. With the teardrop. That one, no good. Excellent D from Howard. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Every team looking for long limb guys in the wing, Doris. Otto Porter is ascending up that list.
Yeah, Otto Porter is a guy who can do a little bit of everything. He can rebound, he can defend multiple positions, he's got the length to create turnovers, and of course that big time range gives you a lot of spacing on the offensive end of the floor.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Porter. And the good news for the Wizards last year, they had a number of guys who could stretch the floor.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They finished 4th in the league in accuracy from three-point range. Otto Porter shot an incredible 44%, and John Wall much improved. He and Bradley Beal 37%.
And Porter drops them both.
Boy, he's just been so consistent, right? I mean, every time he's gotten to the stripe, he's delivered. This is great stuff.
Burke kicks to Porzingis. Outside Hardaway. Back to Porzingis. Here's the 3. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. And it's 8 points for Porzingis.
Boy, the shot mechanics are just beautiful to watch. Kristaps Porzingis, you cannot give him space.
Wall dishes to Porter. Back to Wall. It's Beal on the wing. Howard kicks to Beal. Shot clock at 6. Back to Howard. Porzingis against Morris. Nice D from Porzingis.
Boy, that's high impact defense in the lane. Standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
Proving he belongs in this league. Ntilikina getting better at taking contact and finishing.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Porzingis making his return after ACL surgery last season.
It's just nice to see him back. I mean, you remember that injury just took the wind out of the Knicks and their fans. However, it set their direction as they took a more long-term developmental approach.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Washington. Trailing by 2. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
You take nothing for granted. These teams are very familiar with one another, and we expect a close contest.
Loves to push the pace. When the break is on, Ntilikina taking full advantage.
Looking at the Knicks, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Mavericks.
And that can happen on the road. You can get a little bit tight, and often it really shows itself at the free throw line.
It certainly appeared that they let the crowd get to them a little bit. Looked like they were rushing their foul shots, and that can happen. You've got to lock in.
Here's Burke, following the basket by Markieff Morris. Pass to Hardaway. Beal with the steal. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. Porzingis with the steal. Knocked loose. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Boy, picks up that second foul very early in this game. He's going to have to tread lightly for the rest of this half.
Green, he's checked in for Washington. Austin Rivers comes in for Porter. And a switcher also for New York. Lee's checked in for Frank Ntilikina. Rivers can't get it to go.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Outside Hardaway. Passes to Burke. To the middle. Here's Cantor. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Cantor's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Wall. He had 15 points last outing. Here's Howard, and Howard with the stuff.
The pick and roll game paying dividends. Wall with another delivery.
The Knicks have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Burke kicks to Porzingis. He dishes it to Hardaway. Back to Porzingis. 6 to shoot. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Jeff Green picks one up.
Very tough to affect the shot of Porzingis without leaving your feet. And KP, because of that, has the ability to keep them off balance.
No question, Porzingis is a tremendous talent, Doris. We've seen that, but he continues to struggle some as a rebounder.
I think automatically you see a 7'3" guy and you say, okay, that's 10 rebounds. But the reality is Porzingis has been more of a face-up, good athlete, attack the rim. He can get to the glass, and I think you'll see more of that in the future.
And he knocks down the first one.
There was so much hype around Kristaps Porzingis once he got off to a great start in his first year. And you just want to see him continue to grow and add dimensions to the offensive game every year. What's next? We'll see.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Mahimi's checked in for Howard. Oubre comes in for Beal. And Satoransky's subbed in for John Wall. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Doris, when the defense is cutting lanes off, it's so great to have the floater in your arsenal. Something that can loop it up and over these guys, which clog the area you want to go into. And there are a lot of guys that really utilize that well.
I'll tell you, and the ones that have both hands at their disposal are especially dangerous. So you see Steph Curry warm up with all kinds of floaters and awkward spins and things of that nature, and he can finish with either hand. Kyrie Irving can get any place he wants on the dribble, and if necessary, pull that floater out of the bag of tricks. And then you think of the assassin out there in Portland, Damian Lillard. Woo-hoo-hoo, get inside the free throw line, put that soft touch on it, you know it's coming down on your head.
So fun to see. Here's Knox. Hazonia with the ball. Poked away, pass to Knox. There's the 3. Rebound, Washington. Mahimi kicks to Oubre. And Thomas Satoransky gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The pass to Knox. Over Oubre.
That's nice defense right there by Oubre. With that 7'2" wingspan, he can swallow up space quick.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
And now a look at Emmanuel Mudiay here. How he did last season. Averaged about 8 points a game last season. 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And those numbers solid, not spectacular. And sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
Knox, the pass to Porzingis. Lee against Rivers, just 5 to shoot. Here's Hazonia. Jump shot is good that time.
Well, you love that Courtney Lee, a tremendous shooter, is willing to give it up when he sees a guy open. That's good stuff.
Now Satoransky, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Offensive rebound. Green kicks to Oubre. Over Mudiay, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Oubre's got his first 2 points of the night. The Knicks with the lead. And here's Mudiay. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Mudiay. Rebound by Mahimi.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And Satoransky kicks to Oubre. Passes it to Satoransky. Back to Oubre. Here's Mahimi. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And it's Mudiay with the ball. He brings it up for New York. Hazonia's shot is off.
The defense not doing its job there. Left him wide open, and I'm sure he's kicking himself for not cashing in.
Porzingis with the steal. Here's Knox, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kelly Oubre. The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And the Knicks making a change here. Baker's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Gentlemen, if ever there was a market that is aching for a competitive team, it is New York. The last time the Knicks saw the playoffs, 2013. Boy, does that feel like an eternity ago.
Mahinmi finds Rivers. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And thinking back to the Knicks' last postseason appearance, they had some hard-nosed guys on that team.
They sure did. Guys like Tyson Chandler, Kenyon Martin, Jason Kidd. Listen, we know New York's a tough town. Their fans appreciate rooting for those gritty-type players. But in the end, at this point, whatever gets them wins will make them happy.
And he makes the first. And so he hits both.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
Now here's Satoransky, defended by Moutier. Satoransky, the pass to Mahinmi. 1:04 left in the first quarter of the game. Clock at 6. And Satoransky kicks to Green. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here's Moutier. Defense right on him. Launches a 3. Rebound by Mahinmi. Mahinmi's got 5 rebounds tonight. Rivers finds Mahinmi. Back to Rivers. Down low, Porzingis with the steal. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. New York, no good that time either. Satoransky, the pass to Rivers. Dishes it to Green. From past the arc. Rivers can't get it to go.
As off as he's been this quarter, it's not helping them to trim the deficit.
The Knicks have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. Here's Satoransky. He's coming off a 10-point game against Oklahoma City. Kicks to Mahinmi. Back to Satoransky. Here's Rivers. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
What a 3 at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Boy, that was the perfect end to the period. You have no idea how much effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the New York Knicks. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Growing up the youngest of 5 with 4 older sisters, John Wall said it taught him a lot. And Wall had his challenges certainly growing up. We all know those stories, losing his father at a young age, but his mother, his aunts, Greg, his sisters, they protected him.
It helped him to get where he is now. We see it so often. A young man making it to the NBA is really a victory for the entire family.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how the Knicks are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Feels like they're getting a lot of deflections, hands on basketballs, resulting into steals. This has been pretty to watch.
And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Porzingis. Knox out there with Hazonia. Then it's Moutier, and it's Baker in at the 2 spot. Now, here's Mahimi, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Rivers kicks to Green. Can't tie it up as that one misses. There's the foul. It's on Mahimi. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Washington making some changes. Markieff Morris is checked in for Green, and it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Oubre. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Ntilikina's checked in. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the Knicks hope to build a contender around their star player, Kristaps Porzingis. He said playoff experience would be huge at this point in my career. The sooner, the better. That's the only thing I'm focused on. What I need to do on the court to play better, make my team win. Kevin, will see if they can get there together.
Thanks, D.A. And finish off by Hazonia.
Can't leave anyone uncovered around Ntilikina. He is so adept at exploiting situations like that.
And last season, LeBron said that the Knicks made a mistake passing on Dennis Smith Jr. in the draft. Of course, they took Frank Ntilikina out of France.
Yeah, a little shade thrown Ntilikina's way last season. Of course, he's one of the youngest players in that draft, and so plenty of time for this young man to fulfill his potential.
Now, I think everyone knows when Mahimi gets the ball inside, often the better choice is to foul him, and we'll see if he can make them pay for that.
Move shots.
That free throw good for Mahimi.
Well, you look at a guy like Jan Mahimi, who plays the center position, and certainly that's a position that's evolving in today's NBA game. And Mahimi has done his best to change with it. Changed his diet to become a little bit lighter and more mobile, which is crucial.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Bradley Beal comes in for Rivers, and it's John Wall in for Satoransky. Mahimi hits them both. Doris, you mentioned Mahimi changing his diet. He said that was not easy for him.
Well, Kevin, his weaknesses are French food and sweets. He describes himself as a big-time chocolate guy. But you understand, if you're Jan, that you need to change your body type in order to be effective and increase your longevity.
They get it back. The shot's good from Cantor.
Elite offensive rebounder from the moment he stepped between the lines. Enes Kanter, that is a strength of his game.
Left side, Wall. Here's Morris. It's rebounded by New York.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
Knows it's his job to dish the ball. Ntilikina is a floor general you can rely on.
And Washington has possession. 7-point differential. Now here's Wall. Hazonia defending. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. John Wall, probably as pure a point guard as you're going to find in the NBA.
And go back to what his college coach told John Wall at the start of his NBA career. Your speed is lethal, and he has become a master at manipulating that speed and turning it into great shots for himself or great shots for his teammates. And what I appreciate perhaps more than anything else about John Wall, aside from his competitive streak, is his commitment to make himself a better shooter, because it's been integral to his success.
And that one falls for John Wall.
We are having a lot of success from the line here in the second quarter.
Dwight Howard's checked in for Ian Mahimi. Hardaway's checked in for New York. Both good from the line that time. Commissioner Adam Silver recently said there's nothing magical about 82 games. Doris, what do you read into that?
I read nothing more than the leadership that Adam Silver is about, and seems to me that the NBA is one of the most proactive professional sports leagues in the world. And by that I mean, Kevin, they will evaluate every aspect of their business. If they believe it's advantageous to make change, then they will go to their competition committee, they will go to their ownership committees, and they will make whatever change they believe is for the ultimate good of the game. And that's exactly what you'd hope for.
Personally, 82 games, in your opinion, what do you think?
You know what, Kevin, it can be a little bit of a grind, but there is money at stake, and obviously that's a difficult thing for owners to come up and over. The players would have to want to give some money back. So listen, 82 games is long, but what happens, I don't know.
And sometimes it seems the age of interior scoring big men has come and gone. Enes Kanter, one of the rare big men who can dominate a game offensively in the paint, great hands and the strength to create space.
Trey Burke's checked in for New York.
One shot, find the lane.
That's good from Kanter. And you talk about Kanter's inside game, but he's got a solid jump shot.
It looks very comfortable all the way out to 20 feet. I think before long we may see him add a three-point shot to his repertoire.
And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Tuesday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Friday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando.
And looking at the matchup with the Heat, you know they want to come out and make a big statement in that one. It won't be easy, but anything can happen.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
Hardaway with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Hardaway has got 5.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Wall finds Howard. Back to Wall. Unloads from 13. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Wall's got 4 points this quarter.
This is an important aspect of John Wall's overall skill set. That ability to be effective in the mid-range, important.
Here's Ntilikina, covered by Wall. Knox misses.
You know, despite his struggle shooting, they've been successful tonight. He's just not gotten on track.
And finished off by Porter.
But he provides that slashing presence from the wing. Porter has got all the tools.
Here's Burke. No points in the game yet for him. And so New York calls timeout. They're first. And Greg, last season there were some signs that maybe some of his teammates didn't like playing with John Wall. Why would they say that?
You know, Wall sits almost every season in the top 3 in assists. Not a stat you associate with selfishness. Sometimes it's really about personalities. And checking out some numbers for Wall. Last season, he played outstanding. Put up about 19 points a game, 9 assists, and 3 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Well, and this is exactly who he is, a flat-out scoring machine. You plug him in and let him go to work.
You can't get that one. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They get a hand on it. Burke, the pass to Hardaway. And too long on the shot. Wizards trail by 5. Porter kicks to Wall. On the wing, Morris. Back to Wall. The shot from the low post is good. Wall's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, that's the mobility and athleticism John Wall has on the interior. He feels at ease amongst the trees.
Burke looking over the floor. Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by Beal. Kept alive. Kanter kicks to Ntilikina. 5 on the clock. Back to Kanter. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Hardaway. Rebound by the Wizards. Howard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Beal drives in. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Well, Bradley Beal is turning himself into one of the elite two-way players in the NBA. Go back to 2017 when he becomes the youngest player in NBA history to make 700 career three-pointers. It happens to be the same season that he was voted into his first All-Star game, and his coach believes he should be one of the best defensive players on the perimeter in the NBA. Let's watch and see.
And it's tied up with that one. And watching Beal now, much more assertive than when he first entered the league.
You know what, Kevin? The physical tools for Bradley Beal have always been there. He's got great size at the guard position. He's a knockdown shooter. He is a quiet leader, but an effective leader. And he's learning how to be the voice of a team. There is so much to like about Bradley Beal.
Some nice passing by New York here. Lee finds Cantor. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Cantor's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Listen, he's been a key component of their offense tonight. Efficient and effective.
Now here's Beal. Defense is right there. Pass to Howard. It's deflected. On the wing, Porter hits the three-point bomb. Porter's got 11 points.
Just seemed to know where to be and had his feet set. Looking good is Otto Porter on the catch and shoot.
Burke dishes to Cantor. Hardaway against Porter. Cantor, the pass to Hardaway. 5 to shoot. Doubled by Howard. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Washington has possession. For Washington, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. And the shot goes down.
What I love about Bradley Beal is he is an effective, efficient scorer. He always takes quality shots.
Here's Burke after the made shot from Bradley Beal. Over Wall. Nice D from Wall. Wizards leading by 3. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Well, there's the intensity of Morris. Playing angry, finishing through contact. Nice.
And here are the Knicks now, following the basket by Markieff Morris. Here's Burke. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. Here's Washington now. They're on a 16-4 run. And Wall kicks to Beal. To the paint. And now Knox running the floor all by himself. Wall with a block.
Twice on the pipes. The anticipation, the athleticism. Terrific job by Wall rejecting that attempt.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Otto Porter. Good season for him last year. 3rd in three-point shooting. And he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And he's the best kind of three-point specialist. The kind that doesn't need a lot of shots to light up the scoreboard. That's why he was top 3 in percentage last year. And the first one drops. Well, you look at some of the analytics, and the best-rated player on the Wizards might surprise you. None other than one Otto Porter Jr.
And he's really become an impact player at both ends of the floor. One of the glue guys on this squad. He just impacts the game in so many ways, and sometimes it escapes unnoticed.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Porzingis.
Well, Porzingis stays aggressive on the offensive end, and with the kind of offensive arsenal he has, it's exactly what you hope for, guys.
Now here's Porter. He's got 13. Green kicks to Porter. Shot clock at 5. The pass to Howard. Shoots over Cantor, and there's Howard. That's good on the assist by Porter.
Oh, found money right there as Howard knocks it down.
So the wing on the left. Green against Porzingis. Back to Moutier. Lays it up off the glass. Moutier's got his first points in this one.
Well, really good job taking the initiative in the pick and roll. Moutier playing smart right now.
Pass to Green. It's Beal on the wing. Back to Green. Porzingis with the block. Knicks trail by 3. Poked loose. Right side Hardaway. The high post shot connects. The jumper drops. And that's 15 points for Porzingis.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Now here's Oubre. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Howard, the pass to Oubre. And it's off from 3-point range. Now here's Lee, covered by Oubre. Moutier, and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Porter. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, Otto Porter takes the challenge there with fearlessness, scoring through contact. Woo-hoo!
And guys, Dwight Howard, a top 20 all-timer in rebounding, an 8-time All-Star center. Greg, really be a Hall of Famer someday, you think?
Oh, he's a lock to be a Hall of Famer when you look at those numbers, not to mention a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, and at his peak, one of the most impactful big men we've seen in the game.
Free throw good. Porter.
And shooting over 90% from the line here today. In this quarter especially, they've been fantastic.
Moutier finds Cantor. Rivers against Lee. Back to Cantor. There's the dish to Lee. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Now, here's Satoransky. He's guarded close. It's deflected.
Encouraging to see Cantor trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis.
Now, here's Moutier. Passes to Baker. From beyond the arc, Washington with the rebound. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Well, we call that crowding the shooter, right? You don't give up an inch. It's just perfect defense.
Here's Satoransky, banked in off the glass. And the Wizards lead by 4.
I'll tell you, somebody on the defensive end has got to step in and try to get a body on him there.
Porzingis, that's a 2. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Porzingis has got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, he is so comfortable with his superstar status in the league. Porzingis excellent on the catch and shoot.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Washington out in front. They lead by a bucket. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thanks a lot. John, how effective were you offensively in the first half?
No, it was good. Just try to get my rhythm, just try to find my teammates, make the job easy for us, and let the game come to me.
Very good performance so far, John. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy.
My third grade teacher used to say that all the time.
That you're a dandy.
So this is a dandy of a class.
It is. And this is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
So what's a dandelion?
Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A really cool lion.
Got it.
What a game it's been for Otto Porter. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
Really great rebounding effort, Ernie, so far. They're putting up some nice numbers in that category. That's the big difference in the first half.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Well, the low turnovers really stood out to me. They didn't get loose with it or make silly passes. Nothing was forced. They had a nice flow to the offense. Guys knew where to be on the floor. That's the heads-up style of play they need to bring in the second half.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game it's been so far. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
And how disruptive was he in that first half? I mean, creating havoc, causing turnovers, and really energizing his team.
Well, didn't you get the sense, Greg, that this entire team fed off his energy? His remarkable effort on the defensive end really triggered this group.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Washington. The lead is 2. Porter and Morris make up the forward spots. All at point with Beal to his side. They're the deadly backcourt pair. And it's Howard in at the center position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Well, Bradley Beal, known as an elite scorer. This guy's got a great mid-range. He can take advantage as he does there.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Bradley Beal became a first-time All-Star in 2018, but he knows the next step is becoming a better leader. He said, sometimes I can be nonchalant, locked into myself and not saying anything. It's just my personality, and as a leader, you can't be that way. You have to encourage your teammates and don't be afraid to say things. Don't be afraid to be a leader. Kevin?
Good story, D.A. Thank you. Porter with a block.
Well, with that 7'1" wingspan for Otto Porter, he can provide some shot blocking.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And Wall kicks to Porter. Back to Wall. Drills it from outside. Wall's got 12 in the game.
And Kevin, as you know, they did not have to guard John Wall from that distance when he first came in. Now, he's a problem.
And last year, big expectations for the Washington Wizards. Yet, Doris, they couldn't get out of the first round of the playoffs.
Well, many believes, Kevin, they were too talented to finish as the 8th seed. And when you finish as the 8th seed, you play the top seed. So they lose to Toronto in the first round. There's still a ton of talent here, but lots left to prove.
Pass to Ntilikina. Outside, Porzingis knocks down the 3-ball. Porzingis has got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
On defense, the Knicks. That's good from Beal on the assist by Morris. Morris has got his 3rd assist on the night. New York's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Left side, Porzingis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Markieff Morris out of Kansas, a spread 4, as they say.
And able to stripe it from anywhere on the floor. A good secondary scorer who can also create his own shot on the block at times.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Porzingis. Doris, one thing the Knicks did really well last season, protect the rim.
Well, you think about the New York Knicks over the past 3 years. They have been top 10 in block shots in each of those 3. They have been one of the taller teams in the league. Perimeter defense has been the bigger issue for the New York Knicks.
Mahinmi's checked in for Washington. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
I tell you, as good as he is at the line, it allows him to invite contact when he's down low.
Washington calls timeout.
When the Washington Wizards are healthy, you know that their game is to get out and transition. But you think back to a year ago, they lost John Wall for half of those games. So that really took its toll on their transition ability.
And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for the Knicks.
And the front line carrying the load offensively. They always say reward the big men and credit the guards for getting them the ball and enabling these guys to fill it up.
And talking about the effect of Wall's absence last year, Doris, it also hurt their ability to create turnovers.
Well, the two go hand in hand, Kevin, because steals obviously lead to transition opportunities. And John Wall, of course, one of the very best in the league at turning you over and then going to the other end to get an easy one.
Here's Burke after the basket by Washington. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him. Mario Hezonja's checked in for Enes Kanter. Porter with the steal. Here's Beal. Tries again. The kick out to Wall. Shoots over Burke. Wall, good. And it's a 4-point Wizards lead.
Well, the spot-up opportunity, right? A nice confidence booster for John Wall.
The pass to Porzingis. Tipped away. Porter with the steal. Beal, the pass to Wall. He's looking for Porter and finds him.
I'll tell you, quite a game for Porter offensively.
Knicks trail by 6. To the middle. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Wall. 14 points for him. Here's Beal. Doesn't go that time.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
Now here's Wall. Tim Hardaway unable to get his last shot to go. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
They are just killing him on the interior.
One big problem for the Knicks last season, Doris, the offense was okay, but the defense let them down.
Right, and the one area that was a strength was shot blocking. But a good defense requires far more than that. It requires quickness. It requires on-point rotations. Their defensive rating ended up being in the bottom 10 last year, Kevin.
And that one falls for Wall.
Well, the athleticism and ferocity with which John Wall plays the point guard position. And you add that to the frame he brings to the table, and look out.
Now here's Burke trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Good. Porzingis has got 9 points in the quarter.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Right side, Beal. He kicks to Morris. Back to Beal. The tray. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
And it's Burke with the ball for New York. Trailing here by 8. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And Washington making a change here. Green's checked in. And so here is New York. Now here's Burke down low. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, and with his height, it is really hard to affect Porzingis' shot without fouling him. He is a problem for defenders.
He shot 5 of 6 at the foul line.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Porzingis. Well, he was fired by the Grizzlies 19 games into last season, Doris, but Coach David Fizdale with a fresh start now with the Knicks in New York.
Well, you think about in Memphis, he tried to shift from the grit and grind to a more modern NBA style, and I think he encountered some resistance there. With the Knicks, more of a clean slate, a chance to build the culture from the ground up.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Outside, Beal. Morris against Porzingis. Morris inside. Nice D from Porzingis. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Knox. No good from outside.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
Yep, that one goes in there. Beal's got 9 points here in the second half.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Knox, covered by Oubre. To the inside, Lasagna, and finished off by Hazonia.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Left side, Wall. In the corner, it's Oubre. Back to Wall. Over Porzingis. Misses off the left iron.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Wall wide open. And again, Washington with the triple.
I'll tell you, John Wall cooking right now on the offensive end. You're getting a look at everything in his arsenal.
Burke finds Hazonia. Here's Knox. Here's Hazonia. He's got 6. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Hazonia's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
Well, both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
Now here's Beal. He's got 17 and finished off by Oubre.
Listen, Beal could have taken that shot, but the court vision's so good that he sees a chance to get his guy a better look.
New York calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate. with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Beal, and Satoransky subbed in for John Wall. The Knicks also changing it up. Lee's checked in for Knox. Ron Baker comes in for Ntilikina, and it's Moutier in for Trey Burke. Rivers can't get it to go.
He does the hard part, gets through the defense all the way to the rim. I thought the finish would be the easy part.
Moutier with the ball. Picked up by Rivers. Pass to Hazanya. Lee outside. Here's Porzingis. Oubre pulls it in. Oubre's got 4 rebounds in this game. Inside, Porzingis with the steal. Now here's Moutier. Satoransky covering. Hazonia kicks to Lee. Back to Hazonia. Releases. That shot no good. And it's Washington the other way. To the paint. Here's Oubre. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Oubre's got the lead up to 8 now for the Wizards. And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Passes it to Lee. Here's Hazanya, covered by Oubre. Moutier looking around. It's stolen by Morris. One-on-one here. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And now a 10-point Washington lead.
You see, Markieff Morris to me is a guy I want on my team. He came into the league as a tremendous mid-range shooter, but he understands today's NBA, you need the three-point ball as part of your arsenal, and he's worked to get it. You know he's going to rebound. He's going to defend at a high level. I love Markieff Morris.
Now here's Rivers. To the paint. Here's Green. And he banks in the layup. Green's got 5 points so far.
Just relentless. Really impressed with how they've been able to maintain that focus.
I think it's obvious, Greg. They want this win. They're showing no let up in their attack right now.
Here's Moutier. Kicks it to Lee. Will it go? And the 3 ball is good. Lee's got his second bucket tonight. You're talking about Morris. You need guys on the roster who complement everyone, yet give you consistent production.
Maybe the best attribute of Markieff Morris is the edge he plays with, because when he's engaged, he can give you a level of physicality that's crucial in today's NBA. There's a tough guy attitude that he wears on his sleeve, and I love it.
1:15 left in the third quarter. Satoransky the pass to Morris. Back to Satoransky. To the inside with the shot. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
52 seconds left in the third quarter. Porzingis finds Hazonia. Out to Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
Boy, the aggressiveness in the paint from Porzingis, you know, putting the onus on the officials to make a call. You've got to make them decision makers.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Howard's checked in for Washington. Porter comes in for Oubre. And a switcher also for New York. Enes Kanter's checked in for Mario Hazonia. So he gets them both.
And he's been rock solid at the free throw line tonight. A little bit of an unexpected bonus for them.
Satoransky with it. Pass to Rivers. Porter kicks to Green. Now here's Satoransky. Guarded by Porzingis. Satoransky gets the bucket. And the Wizards lead by 9.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And Thomas Satoransky gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Both free throws good from Moutier. 19 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's Rivers on the wing. 5 points in the game. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Here's Baker. Misses from close range. And so it's Washington bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Inside, it's Porzingis and Cantor. Lee and Hardaway make up the perimeter. And it's Baker in at the 1. Now here is Hardaway. And it's sent back by Howard.
And love seeing Howard rise up and reject shooters. Just a juggernaut on defense.
Lee with the steal. Over to the wing. Here's Baker. And right through it goes. Baker's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Knicks. Wizards leading by 5. Satoransky looking around. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Boy, he's able to get to the hoop, Kev, because of that great solid screen.
Free throw good, Satoransky. And I'll tell you what, Doris, Thomas Satoransky, he's got some game.
He certainly does, Kevin. We're talking about a point guard with excellent size and vision. He's an efficient shooter with some big-time range. And Satoransky will be a little bit more assertive the more confident he gets. This guy is on his way up.
And Washington has possession. Following the score by New York. Howard, the pass to Rivers. It's rebounded by New York. Cantor's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
I'll tell you, they've had to look elsewhere for their scoring, and they've gotten it. This guy has had very little impact on the game offensively.
There's Baker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Lee. Over Porter. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Washington leading now by 6. Rivers finds Porter. The shot that time not on target. Nice D from Porzingis. Now the pass to Baker. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. High post, Howard. Rivers in the corner. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee. John Wall's checked in for Washington. And a switch here also for New York. Burks is checked in. Here's Howard. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Wizards lead by 6.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
The wide open look here for Porzingis from outside off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Porter. Rebounded by Hardaway. Knicks trail by 6. Lee left side. Got a piece of it, but he gets it back. And Burke has it in the corner. Off target from 3-point range.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Hardaway, and it's good off the back rim and in.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now here's Wall. Burke covering. Wall draws the double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Knicks now. Knicks trail by 4. Now Burke. He kicks it to Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. Unloads from 13. Here's Porzingis. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Porzingis has got 4 this quarter. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And if you're sensing a concern, best thing you can do is call timeout.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt. You've got to get this game under control. I think he sees some adjustments he can make.
Bradley Beal's checked in for Austin Rivers. Ntilikina, he's checked in for New York. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Scott Brooks' huddle. He told his guys they've got the green light to keep shooting from downtown. He told them, I like the way you guys are working out there. Keep finding the open spaces on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots. And we'll see if they step it up from here, guys.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Washington, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this 4th quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Here's Porter. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Well, when Porter gets that kind of room to operate inside, he's extremely dangerous.
Burke kicks to Porzingis. He dishes it to Hardaway. Porzingis against Green. Shoots it up. And again, it's New York.
Boy, his output has been impressive today, and it doesn't look like he's done cooking just yet.
Passes it to Beal. And they call an illegal screen here.
Boy, and on a night where he's been so smart handling the ball, that's his first big mistake.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, just a matter of he needs to be there a split second earlier. Not much room for error when you're setting a screen.
Here's Ntilikina. Kicks it to Cantor. Poke loose. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
4th foul of the night. Now he needs to be smart. Can't reach in and pick up something foolish.
It's stolen by Green.
Well, getting in the lane and making your presence known is crucial part of the defense for these guys.
And Wall with the slam.
And you see the remarkable athleticism of John Wall sailing in for the flush.
New York trailing. Burke kicks to Porzingis. Shot from free throw range. There's the feed to Cantor. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Now here's Beal. Pass to Wall. Dishes it to Howard. It's rebounded by New York. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And that is a huge call. That is not who they wanted to see headed to the bench with the outcome still in question. Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Now here's Burke, and Cantor throws it down.
Well, I'll tell you, Enes Kanter has proven he can dominate on the offensive end. What a skill set.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Picked away. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Burke. The teardrop falls in. And the Knicks lead by 5. Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And I'll tell you, this is the last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him. What he's going through right now, you just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
The Wizards making a switch here. Satoransky's checked in. Here's Green. To the left wing. Wall passes to Oubre. Left side, Wall. The Wizards with another miss. The Knicks leading by 5. It's stolen by Wall. Pulls up. And it's off the back rim. No good. A clear look for Hardaway. The rebound by Jeff Green. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Got a piece of it. And they're running. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Markieff Morris is checked in for Washington. Feeds the Wall. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
A physical finish by Wall, and if you're defending, you've got to get your money's worth.
Well, doors for Kelly Oubre to maximize his potential in this league. The jump shot will be key.
Right, Kevin, and there are positive signs where Kelly Oubre and his long-range shooting are concerned. His usage and efficiency have both gone up over the last couple of years. He's also been more aggressive on the offensive end, spending more time at the free throw line, and you would expect that with the level of athleticism he brings.
That one misses for Wall. The Knicks leading by 3. And another turnover here by New York. Washington's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Over to the left wing. Here's Satoransky. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Here's Hardaway. That's tipped. And Wall. Here we go now. Ntilikina with the rebound. Ntilikina's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Hardaway. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Wall. It's Rivers on the wing. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 6 assists here tonight.
There is a reason John Wall's name is always at the top of the leaderboard in assists in the NBA. Understanding how to dissect a defense.
Burke with it, covered by Wall. Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. There's the pass to Burke. tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Boy, what a tough night. Imagine what their lead would be if he were having a better night from the field.
Pass to Porzingis. Rivers against Hardaway. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
How about Hardaway Jr.? Maybe we should say nothing junior about that. That's a big-time delivery.
Satoransky, the pass to Howard. Here's Morris. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Boy, after an up-and-down first half, he's finally gotten a flow. These are the right shots for him.
Right side, Porzingis. To the right side. Now, here's Burke, covered by Wall. Shot clock at 2. Here's Hardaway. Can't hit the free throw line jump. Washington trailing. Rivers finds Wall. Passes it to Howard. Shoots over Cantor. A nice shot by Howard.
Well, he's been here before. Howard knows how to take charge when the team needs a bucket.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives them the lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Well, in a game this tight, you can't overlook how important those free throws could be.
Washington's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. And Wall kicks to Satoransky. Offensive rebound. Morris outside to take the lead. And Rivers gets it to go in on the assist by Morris. And that's now 11 points for Austin Rivers. There's 1:40 left in the 4th quarter. Ntilikina passes to Porzingis. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. He hits the first one, and that ties the game up. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
I mean, he's as close to automatic when he's up at that line, especially when the ball game's a close one.
Now here's Wall. Burke covering. And Wall kicks to Satoransky. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
He drops the first one, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for New York. Outside, Porzingis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
so good at attacking the defense. At 7'3" and incredibly mobile, Kristaps Porzingis draws the contact.
Two shots.
He hits the first one, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead. Washington's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Wall looking it over. Pass to Satoransky. The three. He can't hit that time. So New York will take it the other way. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on. Now, that is cold-blooded.
What a shot. He had no fear. I love it.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, John Wall.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Stolen by Rivers. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
Howard just too strong inside. You've got to foul and get your money's worth.
Shooting two, gentlemen.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
And Howard may be the most physically imposing player in the game today. His strength still sets him apart.
And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 2.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs them. Still a chance here, but they need to score.
They cannot afford to waste a single possession at this point.
New York calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Porzingis, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call on Washington at the 5. Gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Wall. Morris, left side. And again, Washington, no good.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, certainly a disappointing result, but
Got it!
no, sir.
Got it!
Wow.
What a shot!
goes at the buzzer. Boy, it doesn't get any better than that.
You couldn't dream up a more dramatic finish. 3 points right as the buzzer sounds. This is a ball game people will be talking about for quite some time.
So a close game sees New York take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys got out on a break tonight. How did you get into transition so easily?
Yeah, we want to play faster, and that's what we try to do whenever they miss. We try to run, move the ball quick, and get easy buckets.
And you were able to beat them down the floor tonight, KP. Thanks a lot for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.